behind CUNUPIA on 11 points. The Defence Force with that big win last week, that 4-0 win over Central FC. And of course they're coming up here after back-to-back wins against AC Port of Spain and Central FC, of course. So Defence Force and CUNUPIA.
Here the second of two.
Defence Force will get the first kick of the ball with Boatswain.
There we see
and quickly go through the teams. Defence Force. I'll start with CUNUPIA. Kadeem Graham, Stephen Julian, Elia Brewster, Christian Maloney, Dominic Douglas, Trevin Caesar, Keon Daniel, Maishu Mensha, the leading goal scorer who has 9 goals, Kevon Woodley, Showtime, Kevin Graham, the goalkeeper, and Brandon Semper.
For Defence Force, we have Jelani Felix, Brent Slam, Jamil Boatswain, Curtis Gonzalez is the captain, Rion Moore, of course, the sensation, the national sensation, Justin Sadu, another exciting player, Jules Lee, Justin Garcia, Christopher Biggett, Jamil Cooper, and Kasim Keller. Your referees this afternoon, Quincy Williams is the man with the whistle, Kurt Changia, Roshan Baliram, and Timothy Derry.
All to play for in this game. With a win, CUNUPIA would maintain second place and would go up to 15 points, 1 point behind the Rangers. But if Defence Force were to win, they would leapfrog both Police and CUNUPIA, and they will go to second on 14 points. And a draw would keep CUNUPIA second, and Defence Force would go up to 12 points with Police. Police still have AC Port of Spain to play tomorrow on Sunday at the Barracks. So it's all tight, and it's a top 4 teams already separated themselves from the pack.
And the pack itself is not separated. We call the pack for a reason. They're very close. Anybody can be touched at this point of the tournament so far.
As it is, it's just 5 points separating Deportivo Central FC, Deportivo Westford, AC Port of Spain, and Central Soccer World. Uga just at the bottom of 0 points. We just see them lost to Central FC just a moment ago. But now it's a battle of the top teams in this tournament, CUNUPIA FC and Defence Force. Defence Force with a very proud history of football. Former CONCACAF Champions League winners. They won it twice. In fact, one of 21 teams in world football to have won the treble.
CUNUPIA FC are also a team that has distinguished themselves in Trinidad and Tobago in the Super League. Looking forward to a very good match here against the Army men. Of course, they have their secret weapon, the man called Showtime.
And of course, one of the best left-footers I would have seen in in Trinidad football, Keon Daniel.
Man known as Skillachi, and for good reason, or Skiller.
Ball played towards, but Garcia would wrap it up. Here comes Defence Force. Ball looking for Boatswain. Sedu just rubbed a bit. Curtis Gonzalez going forward, looking for the ball, looking for Boatswain. Defence Force has to do some defending now. Felix and Cooper just exchanging passes. Going all the way back to Gonzalez. The ball intended for Moore. Good covering from Stefan Julian. Experienced goalkeeper Kevin Graham, the Jamaican. Very experienced and well known in the Trinidad and Tobago football circuit. This is Woodley. Woodley with the cross, overweighted cross at that. Woodley, the leading goal scorer with an astounding 9 goals, more than double than the second place scorers who have 4. And you would think that 4 goals from 5 matches or 6 matches is very good. But Woodley with that stupendous goal rate, 9 goals coming in today, 9 from 5, would want to continue that trend. Almost 2 goals a game. 2 hat-tricks already for Kevon Woodley, the man called Showtime, coming out from Tobago. The proud Tobagonian. This is Gonzalez, this is Sidhu. Sidhu is trying to turn away from his man. But here comes CUNUPIA. It's a wrestling match going on there with Curtis Gonzalez and Dominic Douglas. This is a throw to be taken by Semper. Dealt with by the defense force, Garcia. Mensah to Semper. Semper trying to get it to Douglas, but he couldn't get it, couldn't save it from going over the line, so it's a throw for defense force. To be taken by Lee. Lee going back to his captain. Lee turning away pressure from Daniel. Woodley playing very deep. This is Daniel. Looking to go past Cooper. Good defense, not Cooper, but that's the number 37, Kazim Keller. My apologies to Cooper and Keller. This is defense force with a long ball. Sidhu. Rensam with a lot of space. A lot of space. Not a lot of effort in that one. Not a lot of direction. Defense force would have scored 10 goals already in this tournament. Their best effort was last week when they scored that 4-0 win over Central FC. And CUNUPIA would have scored 14 goals so far in the tournament, with Kevon Woodley, as I mentioned before, accounting for 9 of them. So of course there is no doubt who is your main go-to man when it comes to scoring. No doubt who that is, Kevon Woodley. Graham not getting the bearings right on that one. Ball aimed towards Boatswain, but he was covered. This is Daniel turning on his man. He looks for some support going forward, but Caesar didn't get it at that moment. But this is Semper doing some defending. Felix. This is Woodley playing very deep. Cross coming in. Pass. Going straight to defense force. Free kick for defense force. Garcia. He will claim it. Straight to Sam, who controls well, who has a lot of space, would like to do better than this time. Will go for a corner. Brent Sam with some early looks at this game, Jovan.
Yeah, Sam is one of the 3 danger men in a team full of danger men for defense force, really at the top. There we see Daniel warning his players off of giving him so much room. It's a corner from Sadu.
And there's a goal here for defense force. That's Ryan Moore. He's continuing with his good form. And that's early strike for defense force in the 11th minute. Ryan Moore putting defense force a loose ball in the box. He's showing that he might have an injured wrist, but he doesn't have an injured foot.
I mean, Ryan Moore doesn't need any gifts in this tournament, but I think that was one of the greatest gifts of all. So far in the Ascension tournament, the keeper will be ruining his luck, Kevin Graham. Usually a sure set of hands, ball just bouncing off his chest. Moore couldn't believe his luck.
That's not a mistake that Kevin Graham would like. An experienced goalkeeper. A very costly mistake in the end. That would do something to your confidence, Jovan.
Yeah, I don't think CUNUPIA needs little mistakes like that to erode the good work that they've done this tournament. But they have shown the ability to claw back and really bare their teeth against tough opposition. This is probably the toughest of them all so far. Very controlled defense force team.
And defense force would have already played Rangers, and that ended up 1-1. Now they are playing CUNUPIA, and they are leading 1-0. And of the top 4 teams, they still have Police to play, so they are not doing bad against the top teams, defense force.
Yeah, and they'll be considering themselves one of the top teams in this tournament, especially given the type of football that they've played so far.
But CUNUPIA, they would have some concerns because of the 5 matches they would have played, the 4 wins they would have got would have been the teams of that in the bottom half of the standings, and the one team that they would have played in the top half was Police, and that they lost 2-1. They would have beaten Westfort. We know where Westfort is in the table. They have beaten Central FC. We know where Central FC is in the table. They would also beaten Moruga and AC Port of Spain. So once they get a stern test, as in Police, they lost 2-1, and now they are facing the mighty defense force.
Yeah, it's not really their fault that they've had such a quote-unquote, and I don't want to do these teams any disservice and call them easy, but an easier start to the tournament than other outfits would have had. But they have picked up the points. You are, like we always say, supposed to play the team in front of you. And they've shown that they can. There's Sam with a good piece of skill there, pulling out the sombrero. There's a man who sure knows his way around a sombrero. He and Daniel just losing out. Very sturdy Kasim Keller in the defense for central midfield. He earns a yellow card for his defensive efforts. Captain Gonzalez just having a word with the referee.
Long ball finding Sam, but Sam couldn't control well to put some pressure on Kevin Graham. And so CUNUPIA with a goal kick. Missed kick, and not what you would want to see from CUNUPIA, that mistake from Kadeem Graham. Sam and Dominic Douglas, who were in your picture just a moment ago. Defense force leading 1-0 with a goal from Rian Moore, who is quite in form at the moment.
His form just assisted there by the CUNUPIA keeper Kevin Graham. He showed that he can carve out his own chances, but Graham wanted to contrive to just give him one of the easiest goals he scored so far in this Ascension tournament. 15 minutes this match. It's been very equal except for that goal.
Felix with a throw. Garcia going back to his captain. That's Curtis Gonzalez, who goes across to Lee. So defense force with some changes in their lineup.
Sadu. Only switched all the way to Jules Lee, goes back into the defense. Just more forward to Sam. Brewster just held back there. It's good football from CUNUPIA team. Covered by Sadu. Kasim Keller all the way around to Lee. Back with Keller. It's a good ball by Sam recovering. Looking for a call, gets nothing from the referee. Too small a touch there in the midfield. Sadu turning this ball wonderfully. It's a good cross. And here's Jamil Boatswain. Well constructed goal there by defense force. Wonderful football by the Army men. They're up 2-0 after 19 minutes.
And the mighty Defence Force has struck again last week, and a good 4-0 win against Central. Now they are leading CUNUPIA. They love to beat Central teams, apparently, leading CUNUPIA 2-0.
There we see some very smart play between Sadu and Cooper. Boatswain, despite less than stellar first touch, putting it away with the second. For Defence Force's second.
And I was saying that Defence Force made some changes in their lineup. There is no Goddard today. He's not even on the team sheet, so he's not on the bench. And Goddard has been doing quite well in the middle of the park for Defence Force. And yet to see Juven Balchaza with some action in this tournament, the former captain. Not getting much minutes this year. Mensah for CUNUPIA. Semper. Curtis Gonzalez with the clearance. Ball falling. Falling back to Trevin Caesar. Defence Force with a proud history. They have a legacy to maintain.
They have a title to defend, of course. The inaugural Ascension tournament title belonging to the Defence Force. After a long hiatus, they look to reclaim the crown that they won in the pre-pandemic era.
Defence Force would have won titles. They have the most National League titles of any team, and they would have won in each era, in each incarnation of the football tournaments. The Port of Spain League, the National League, the Semi-Pro League, the Pro League. This is Douglas, deflected shot.
Really good take by Douglas there. Very smart play by these CUNUPIA players. Beginning to flow a little better in the final third. Douglas just foiled by the Defence Force defenders. Oh. This one goes into touch. Speaking about standouts, we have Walter Allaby with us in the audience this evening. Very cultured.
A standout sports journalist.
Good footballer himself.
But the name Allaby is always good with football. Of course, the former soca warrior, Maurice Allaby.
Here's this CUNUPIA corner.
A back heel from Daniel, but he couldn't find another red shirt. This is Boatswain playing deep. This is Sedu. Sedu looking for some movement. This is Moore with some speed, trying to go past. Shot going over the bar.
And you can see it all on Graham's face. He isn't pleased with his performance so far. He's already conceded twice.
The first one, a mistake, all his fault, you should say. A regulation catch for him.
Just needs to get out of his head. Still a lot of football to be played in this match. player looks to be Keller. He's clutching his head, and of course head injuries require the referee to bring an immediate stop to the match.
Daniel just looking concerned for his opposite player.
Daniel handing out some unregulated medical advice. Seems to be telling Keller he's okay. We see not clear what would have caused the injury.
A collision there with Kevon Woodley.
But Kian Daniel seems to be right. May have a future in physiotherapy. Told Keller he was okay. Told him to get up. He's up. Just going to the sideline. As is required. This is a CUNUPIA ball.
Here comes CUNUPIA. They need 2 goals to equalize. This is Woodley turning on his man. He has support. Using Daniel, the experienced Daniel, going for Douglas. Back to Daniel, to Woodley. Let's see what Woodley will do. But that bicycle just going wide.
Yeah, Woodley has about 8 bicycle attempts in this tournament so far. He hasn't got that one that he's been dreaming of, but he does have a hat full of goals, including a couple hat tricks. Does the CUNUPIA captain. He'll surely be a factor in how they approach this comeback against Defence Force.
Defence Force will come with it on the right side. This is Lee. Lee looking for Sam. Sam pursued by 2. Going across here to Felix. Even more. Broken up there. Defence Force just knocking the ball around, leading 2-0 after 26 minutes. A goal each for 2 of their forwards, both Swain and Rian Moore. Just for Sam to get in the action now.
As you observed earlier, Sam did have 2 very good looks before the scoring began in this match. So he will surely be next in line to bulge the old onion bag for Defence Force. In his mind at least, Kevin Graham would not want to see his net ripple again. Good feed by the central defender, sorry.
Douglas going back to Semper. Semper with a clever footwork earlier. Buster losing out. This is Sidhu. Sidhu going to Sam. He's pursued by Semper.
Take some getting Sam off the ball. It's bigger than most. Away from Sadhu. Great feet there from the attacking midfielder.
That would I call happy feet from Sidhu. Sadhu, some happy feet.
One for the highlight reel there.
Definitely. Kind of lost control there.
Sadu just trotting over to the right corner flag to bring in this ball for Defence Force. Couple oohs and ahs coming from among the crowd, and especially here in the commentary position. Very impressive stuff from a man who many may see as the future of the national side. This is a ball to the last post. It's cleared by central defense.
And Daniel, some strong body work there. But Sam with a shot, good save from Graham. And it's a corner for Defence Force. The shot came out of nowhere.
Yeah, Rion Moore just recovering the ball there at the top of the box. Graham doing much better than he did those two previous attempts on the half-hour mark. These three are a defensive back four's greatest nightmare. Moore, Sam, and Boatswain, all targets from this corner.
Felix will get rid of this corner. And a brilliant header from Sam. And now the three forwards for Defence Force each has a goal.
Yeah, that's a really comprehensive performance here from the front three for Defence Force. Sam taking the back slaps and high fives. All the kudos belong to him. CUNUPIA did really poorly to leave him unmarked. There we see him, top of your picture. Graham beaten for the third time in just over half hour.
And a well-placed header from the big man. A well-placed header. Defence Force are now gone 3-0 up against CUNUPIA FC. And just like last week, they have been leading 3-0 before half-time. The Defence Force looking for back-to-back big wins and sending a warning to the other teams. They have already Rangers though, a 1-1 draw, and that second Defence Force.
Yeah, looking forward to that Defence Force versus Rangers Part 2 in this Ascension League. For now, it's the Army men, yellow and blue, leading 3-0 against CUNUPIA.
Nice touch from Boatswain. This is Cooper for Boatswain, a back heel. This is Seydou, but the shot would take a deflection and it will go for a corner, but Seydou already, and you see the touches from Boatswain. Seydou, who has impressed so far.
Yeah, it's a very relaxed Defence Force there, back heeling the ball in the opposition midfield, 18-yard box, confusing the defense as much as I was confused on that.
Another corner for Defence Force. We knew what happened with the last corner they took.
We see two subs coming off the bench already for CUNUPIA FC. Coach Michael Defoe demanding better of his players.
A collision with two players, Defence Force and Woodley, and that's Garcia.
So Akilon Murphy and Josiah Daniel entering the arena for CUNUPIA FC. A short while, just correcting their forms with a team official.
Just we are waiting the players to exit the playing area so they can restart.
The embattled Graham. No smiles on his face.
Douglas, Dominic Douglas is the player that is coming off, and he will make way for Josiah Daniel.
Maybe a bit more direct tactic from CUNUPIA.
And Brewster is a player coming off for CUNUPIA. Woodley going deeper and deeper as the game progresses. This is Daniel looking to turn but couldn't get past Garcia. Moore showing some nifty footwork but couldn't win it there at that time. 35 minutes gone. Defense force 3. The goal each from Boatswain, Sam and Moore. Referee just talking to Mensah. Sam just showing some good work. It is Sidhu losing out this time. This is Woodley. Woodley doing some nifty footwork. This is showtime. Both teams.
One team would feel that they've earned showtime at this point. The other team has showtime, who will be looking to earn some semblance of respectability in this match. This team is down 3-0 in the 37th minute. Sadu, Lee,
Gonzalez. Defense force holding their sheep. Players playing their position quite well. Cooper to Moore going back to Felix.
Very disciplined football here from defense force, despite being up 3-0, still sticking to their tasks.
Keller. Felix. This is Sadu seeing some movement. This is Sam well tackled by Spence. Semper.
I don't know if you've noticed, Ian, but Sam always seems to have a little piece of space on the right side of whatever defense he's playing against, and there again you see him with a free touch.
Yes, for some reason he always having that space. We've seen him with the space against Central FC last week, and even tonight, now he's getting a lot of open passes. But even so, Semper is quick to come down on him. Keller, Cooper, Lee, Cooper. This time couldn't get past a sea of red shirts. The defense force would remain. Oh, that was a high ball, a high foot for Sadu. Sadu winning the free kick.
Again, Sam with a lot of room.
This time dealt with by Kevin Graham. 39 minutes gone, defense force leading 3-0. Trevin Caesar just losing out there for the moment, and it's a throw for CUNUPIA. Jelani Felix has to do some defending.
Just after the 40th minute, in the 41st minute of this match, CUNUPIA finding defense force a tough nut to crack. Defense force finding 3 goals relatively early in this match. Another defense force chrome performance here at the Arima Velodrome. CUNUPIA with not looking like they have the needed energy to get past these defense force midfielders at the moment.
And of course their confidence would have suffered a blow with those 3 goals in the first half.
3 goals will knock the win out of any team.
A good ball forward from Sid.
Real Moore just left his position a little early there. That's a good spot from Sadu. Even better spot from the referee. That is Kurt Charles.
Semper, the forward finding Woodley going back. Playing very deep, finding good ball, but defense force. Julian doing well with that overlapping run, but this is Sam who's falling deep and finding Cooper. Good ball. Sadu continue to play excellent deliveries, but the ball that was intended for Sam was a bit overweight. Sedu continues to impress with those touches, those nifty touches, those clever balls going forward.
Playing like he's in his living room this evening, very relaxed, taking a stroll at the Arima Velodrome. Nice flat surface for him to express himself on. Of course, his team with platform for a win, but don't count CUNUPIA FC out just yet. Coming up on 43 minutes played.
Julian. No problems for Kevin Graham this time, as the Jamaican goalkeeper would send it far out, looking for Woodley, but they're going over the line, and it's a throw for defense force.
There's one for Rion Moore to chase. There's one for Company. Doesn't find the right option in that moment. Daniel distributes. Ball put into touch by Lee. We're in the 45th minute. Expect to see 1 minute of time added on to the end of the first half.
Semper just drawing the ball before he takes his throw. Maloney, some nifty footwork. Cooper is not giving him some breathing space. Ball coming back to Semper. Woodley. Going back to Kadeem Graham, who sends it forward. This is Cunupia trying to get back, pull back one before half time, but will go for a corner. We are in that minute, that added minute of stoppage time.
Just about 30 seconds. Cunupia FC will be anticipating this halftime break. Coach Michael Defoe with a very strong halftime team talk, probably composed in his head already. A couple words that we can't air on television may pass, but he's a great motivator. And if they can grab one from this, may not have much to say. They haven't been that bad. They're just well short of a very disciplined Defence Force team so far in this match.
This most certainly would be the last kick before half time. We're already past that 1 minute stoppage time, that addition. And that's the halftime whistle. Defence Force enjoying a 3-0 lead. A 3-0 lead made possible by Rion Moore, Boatswain and Sam. The three players in front each getting a goal. Defence Force 3, Cunupia 0. As we await some halftime highlights to relive some of the moments in the first half. The early opportunity from Sam going wide and high. Sam causing some problems. The ball coming across the face of the goal. Another corner for Defence Force. And that corner resulted in a goal because of a mistake from Kevin Graham.
Yeah, more just pointing to his wrist. Probably tell us after, if he's up for an interview today, what it was about. He and Daniel mixing it up. Keller receiving the first yellow card of the match. This is great football here by Sadu. Linking up, eventually finding Boatswain for Defence Force's second. It's Kevin Woodley, the league's top scorer, just putting his bicycle kick wide.
And here comes Defence Force, some nifty footwork that had me going way.
Sado again involved. Rion Moore banging one in. Graham saving that one. Then Brent Sam allowed too much space in the area.
Brilliant header. I don't know what that would have signified. But in the meantime, it's half-time. Defence Force 3, Cunupia FC 0. When we come back, we'll get ready for the second half.
taste in the air everywhere. Feel the vibe, cause it's something to share. Smooth, rich and creamy, you'll find it right here. Makes you smile, relax a while, it's fun and good cheer. Ooh, enjoy every scoop. Ooh, every taste will get you hooked. We have flavors that you love, a combination special. Come along, enjoy our treats. This is Uncle Pete's.
What is television? It seems like a simple question, but television means different things to different people. We in the Caribbean are very unique people. That's why we need unique television. Welcome to M&E TV, where we showcase our lives in the Caribbean. M&E TV is about us, the special way we talk, the way we walk, dance, move. M&E TV is about me. It's about you. M&E TV is about our amazing Caribbean experience.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Help us tell your stories.
We all see the negatives happening here in Trinidad and Tobago.
Let us begin the conversation
with inspiring content.
Targeting change.
Inspire TT. Be the change.
It's here at a newsstand near you. It's the Guardian Lucky Number Draw. Your daily chance to win $1,000 instantly when you purchase the Trinidad and Tobago Guardian. It's quick and easy for your chance to win. A unique number will be printed at the back of each Guardian newspaper daily. Purchase your Guardian newspaper, then join JW for the daily Guardian Lucky Number Draw, the winning number on just before the nightly news on CNC3. If the number drawn matches the unique number at the back of your Guardian newspaper, then $1,000 is yours. Just bring the winning Guardian newspaper and a picture ID to Guardian Media Limited. You have until 3 p.m. the following workday to claim your prize. It's the Guardian Lucky Number Draw. Your daily chance to win. NLCB approved.
This Easter, join us on CNC3 for What's Cooking Kids Edition Easter Treats. Tune in with the kids and take notes as we teach you to make some awesome Easter dishes. So log on every Monday and Wednesday at 8 p.m. for What's Cooking Kids Edition Easter Treats.
Are you at home feeling isolated? Don't worry, we will bring the world to you. The nation's first and leading newspaper, the Trinidad and Tobago Guardian, is extending a special home delivery for 30 days for just $99. Yes, for just $99, you can get the TNT Guardian newspaper, the fastest growing and most read newspaper, most credible and highest reader value, and voted tops for best publication by more readers than any other newspaper. Delivered to your home. It's easy to subscribe to our home delivery. Simply call us now at 225-4465 extension 4274 and speak to one of our customer service representatives, and we will bring the world to you.
Calling all filmmakers, producers, content creators, influencers, and recording artists. If you're looking to rent a versatile studio space with green screen, video wall, cyclorama, and more, look no further. GM Labs is here to make your dreams a reality. Located in the heart of Port of Spain on St. Vincent Street, GM Labs is your one-stop shop for all your creative needs with over 2,800 square feet to work with. Take your creative concept to the final product at GM Labs. Give us a call or WhatsApp or message us on our Instagram and Facebook pages at GM Labs TT.
What is television? It seems like a simple question, but television means different things to different people. We in the Caribbean are very unique people. That's why we need unique television. Welcome to M&E TV, where we showcase our lives in the Caribbean. M&E TV is about us, the special way we talk, the way we walk, dance, move. M&E TV is about me. It's about you. M&E TV is about our amazing Caribbean experience.
It's fun and good cheer. Ooh, enjoy every scoop. Ooh, every taste will get you. We have flavors that you love, a combination special. Come along, enjoy our treats. This is Uncle Pete's.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Help us tell your stories.
We all see the negatives happening here in Trinidad and Tobago.
Let us begin the conversation
with inspiring content.
Targeting change.
Inspire TT. Be the change.
It's here at a newsstand near you. It's the Guardian Lucky Number Draw. Your daily chance to win $1,000 instantly when you purchase the Trinidad and Tobago Guardian. It's quick and easy for your chance to win. A unique number will be printed at the back of each Guardian newspaper daily. Purchase your Guardian newspaper, then join JW for the daily Guardian Lucky Number Draw, the winning number on just before the nightly news on CNC3. If the number drawn matches the unique number at the back of your Guardian newspaper, then $1,000 is yours. Just bring the winning Guardian newspaper and a picture ID to Guardian Media Limited. You have until 3 p.m. the following workday to claim your prize. It's the Guardian Lucky Number Draw. Your daily chance to win. NLCB approved.
This Easter, join us on CNC3 for What's Cooking Kids Edition Easter Treats. Tune in with the kids and take notes as we teach you to make some awesome Easter dishes. So log on every Monday and Wednesday at 8 p.m. for What's Cooking Kids Edition Easter Treats.
Are you at home feeling isolated? Don't worry, we will bring the world to you. The nation's first and leading newspaper, the Trinidad and Tobago Guardian, is extending a special home delivery for 30 days for just $99. Yes, for just $99, you can get the TNT Guardian newspaper, the fastest growing and most read newspaper, most credible and highest reader value, and voted tops for best publication by more readers than any other newspaper, delivered to your home. It's easy to subscribe to our home delivery. Simply call us now at 225-4465, extension 4274, and speak to one of our customer service representatives, and we will bring the world to you.
Calling all filmmakers, producers, content creators, influencers, and recording artists. If you're looking to rent a versatile studio space with green screen, video wall, cyclorama, and more, look no further. GM Labs is here to make your dreams a reality. Located in the heart of Port of Spain on St. Vincent Street, GM Labs is your one-stop shop for all your creative needs, with over 2,800 square feet to work with. Take your creative concept to the final product at GM Labs. Give us a call or WhatsApp or message us on our Instagram and Facebook pages at GM Labs TT.
What is television? It seems like a simple question, but television means different things to different people. We in the Caribbean are very unique people. That's why we need unique television. Welcome to M&E TV, where we showcase our lives in the Caribbean. M&E TV is about us, the special way we talk, the way we walk, dance, move. M&E TV is about me. It's about you. M&E TV is about our amazing Caribbean experience.
Bringing on a sub is the number 15, Shaquille Bertrand. He replaces number 8, Brent Sam, who got Defense Forces third this evening. CUNUPIA FC with the main prong of attack, Kevon Showtime Woodley, will get us restarted. Sport swing, good football, good touch, sorry. Flicked on. It's offside, signaled by the linesman on the right side. It's Bertrand, the substitute, a little too eager. Rion Moore on the right of your picture, getting the scoring started. Defense Force hoping to hold on and build on this lead. CUNUPIA FC needing a small miracle to get a share of the points at least in this match. They've They've been second best for large periods of this match, but only just. More coming deep, surging upfield. Felix across field. Some more. It's cleared. This is a defense force through.
Kadeem Graham with a free kick. Semper. Garcia forced to clear the ball. The Trevor Caesar looking to turn away, but he won the free kick. CUNUPIA trying to find a way back into this game. They need a goal as soon as possible. Woodley, ball a poor effort, but Julian with the second chance. CUNUPIA would drop to third. If the result would remain in Defence Force's favour, and if Police would get a win tomorrow against AC Port of Spain, that could condemn CUNUPIA to fourth. Defence Force rising to second. If the scoreline would remain in favour of Defence Force, they are currently leading 3-0. At no time, in no match in this tournament so far, CUNUPIA were kept off the score sheet. They would have scored in every game they would have played, even in the 2-1 loss to Police. Defence Force would win another free kick as Jelani Garcia kicked the ball out of off the body of Trevor Caesar. Boatswain to Sadu. Sadu. Ball falling to Moore on a brilliant touch and a good defending in the end from Kadeem Graham.
Moore certainly looks up for it.
Garcia. Came running from deep for that, and the Sadu header not directed. Felix into Cooper. Kevin Graham holding on and starting the attack for CUNUPIA on the right side.
Bigot. Ball into Sadu. Back to Bigot.
Semper has been doing a lot of work on the left side, especially with defending Sam. When Sam have kept him busy in this game so far.
Yeah, and he has fresh legs to contend with in the second half. Substitute Bertrand was deployed on his side of the pitch. But he wouldn't want to switch either because Rion Moore is on the other side of the defense force attack.
Another opening for defense force. This is Cooper. And again, Graham didn't hold on to the ball the first time around, but recovered quickly. Semper going straight to Keller. Keller trying to get Bertrand back into the play. Shaquille Bertrand. Some miscommunication by Sadu. Would be Bertrand on the far side. Felix just trying to be safe and getting the ball in the middle of the park. More between three red shirts, but eventually Julian will give up the free kick, the throw for defense force. Felix Gonzaga. This is Keller. Keller turning away from the blue shirts. This is more. This is Julian now for CUNUPIA. Another whistle for defense force's favor.
Very pensive looking Keon Daniel. Not having his way against this defense force team this evening. Here's Sadu. Just missing out on bringing Keller into the play.
It's Chevin Caesar for CUNUPIA. This is Julian. Straight yellow shirt, that's Cooper Sadu. Gochon driving pass, and Kevin Graham just gobbling up the ball. Defense force, 56 minutes gone. Defense force leading CUNUPIA FC 3-0. CUNUPIA FC benefiting from playing the easier teams first. And I'm seeing easier teams with inverted commas. Beating Westford 4-1, Central FC 3-1, Moruga 2-0, AC Port of Spain 4-1, but they lost to Police 2-1, the first real test. And this is a second real test against Defence Force, and again, they are being showed up.
Yeah, they'll just need to change their tactics for the stronger teams. They can't play as open as they would love to, especially with players like Woodley and Daniel. They may want to sacrifice some attacking skill for some defensive midfielding compatibility. This crosses to the last post.
A bit overweighted.
Looking for Boatswain there.
The cross, the idea was good, but it was a bit overweighted, gifting CUNUPIA a through in the 59th minute. Julian, Woodley, back to Julian. Chevin Caesar was fouled, and CUNUPIA will get the free kick. Brian Moore already have a goal to his name. Oh, miss kick here. Maloney battling with Sadu. Maloney seems to have won the battle. Cross coming in. Shot getting a deflection. And it will go for a corner. So CUNUPIA getting in an attack of their own and winning a corner.
All but 3 players from the CUNUPIA team in the box for this corner just after the hour mark.
A corner to be taken by Maloney. Ball not cleared out well, and the bounce here just outside the box as Semper went to ground. Just outside the box, a free kick in a very interesting position.
Yeah, here we see the contact Semper trying to skip out of the way, but Bertrand a little too enthusiastic in the tackle. Woodley is looking for his 10th of the season from this range. Bigot setting his wall.
Very good effort from Woodley.
Yeah, wry smile there from the league's top scorer. That shot not finding the target, but very close.
Very close, and of course it kept Brigette interested throughout the process. Just went over the bar. Defense force still leading 3-0, and you would think that time is starting to run out for CUNUPIA FC.
As you see, the subs behind. Goal there for Defense Force. Among them, Joan Baltazar, a wizard with the football at his feet.
Good interception from Julian. Ball was intended, but here comes CUNUPIA. No problem for goalkeeper Brigette. Brigette haven't conceded in quite a while as Defense Force kept a clean sheet against Central FC. Semper getting some attention. He seems to be okay. Here comes Defense Force. Yet again, this is Sadu. Sadu getting a nice cheeky ball into Boatswain. This is Bertrand. A ball across. This is more. That's goal number 4 for Defense Force. More second.
Yeah, Rion Moore is certainly the man of the moment for Defense Force. Where others have failed, he's been right on spot. And doing it again in this match.
And of course, you would think that is curtains for CUNUPIA now. 4 times Kevin Graham, the man in your screen, has been beaten.
There we see it again, Sadu picking out Bertrand with a nice little slip. More all alone, finding Twine. 4-0 Defense Force. Graham contemplating his life as a goalkeeper. Looks deep in thought in the 66 minutes of this match.
So Defense Force well on course to be going on second on the table with 14 points from their 6 games, still unbeaten. Their only 2 blemishes have come from a 1-1 draw with Rangers and another 1-1 draw with Deportivo PF, and you would think that they would have been disappointed with that 1-1 draw with Deportivo.
All credit to Depot PF. They are a very tough team to play. They have very experienced midfield. But yeah, for sure, Defense Force would want to grab all the points that they can, especially kind of mood that Terminix Lohokata Rangers have been in this whole tournament.
So far, it's looking like a 4-team league right now between Rangers, CUNUPIA, Police and Defence Force.
Yeah, and these teams are still coming into form. There's still another round of football to play, so don't count out any of the outsiders just yet.
Westfort is one of the teams that are starting to pick up steam, of course, with former players, former national players, and informed current players. Kieran Cummings. We have players like De Silva in that lineup. Josima Belgrave in that Westford team. You would think that they will do better at some point. And of course, Central Soccer World with players in their team like Moses Jaikaran, who continues to impress week in, week out. So the so-called weaker teams, and I'm using the word weaker with inverted commas, as they will find their form as the league continues.
I think it's only a matter of time. Remember, a lot of these players haven't been playing football for upwards of 2 years. It's been very tough for them. Not playing competitively. It's hard to keep up those fitness levels.
And not all of the teams would have the luxury like Defence Force, who would, because of who they are, they wouldn't be playing and training, even not football, but they have to keep fit because of their jobs. Kevin Caesar run out of space there.
Yeah, just not enough real estate for Caesar. Good footwork.
Defence Force in the meantime will make a double change. Dwight, not York, but Quintero is coming in. He will come in for Boatswain. And Dylan King would also come on. He will come on for the number 37, Keller, who had a decent game today.
Yeah, very strong performance from Keller in the midfield.
And Keller would have come in for Goddard. There's no Goddard today.
Both players cut from a similar cloth. Very efficient, very dogged in the tackle. Can pick a pass. Coaches spoiled for choice in that position.
Felix for Defence Force. This is Gonzalez. Gonzalez looking for something in front. This is Sadu. Sadu turning away from his man. King just getting into the action, knocking it around. Must be a frustrating evening for CUNUPIA, and Woodley not able to add to his 9 goals.
Yeah, certainly on form, CUNUPIA would have expected to at least get something out of this match. Hasn't gone their way.
"70 minutes gone. Defence Force 4-0. A lead over CUNUPIA FC at a double from Rian Moore. And 1 each from Boatswain and Brent Sam. ball going for Boatswain, but he couldn't get there before the defender. This is Julian. A throw for CUNUPIA. Maloney going through the legs of Seydou.
And CUNUPIA have all their subs in hand, but there's no one on the bench looking at least interested in coming on. 3 more subs, apologies. Defense Force making 3 subs themselves. Through from Felix.
Quintero. And Quintero winning the free kick against Kadeem Graham. Felix is the one claiming this free kick for Defense Force, looking for a 5th goal. The Defense Force back-to-back matches and where they would have scored 4. Sounding a huge warning to the other teams. They're yet to play police. That ball would evade all the yellow shirts.
I don't know how much of a warning Defense Force needs to send anymore. I think they kind of find people understand that they're in for a tough night if they've drawn Defense Force in the match week. But they've lived up to their reputation, certainly.
Here comes Defense Force again. Cooper going wider. Just fighting his way. This is a cross coming in. I'm not sure if that was a cross or a shot, but Quintero was in the box, but too high over his head.
It looked to be a bit of both. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
CUNUPIA need to get Keon Daniel involved. I can't recall when last I've called his name.
Yeah, Daniel and Woodley. You see them in your picture. Struggling to get any touches on the ball. Meanwhile, Sadu continues to thrive. Just shortchanged.
Looked like he wanted to fight with the referee.
By Akilon Murphy, the referee getting in the way of the action.
Maloney turning away from Sadu. Fouled by Sadu. Clever back heel from Daniel to Woodley. Now Woodley played it across the park. Daniel needs to get involved, and it's offside call. Offside call. Josiah Daniel. Sadu looking for the long searching ball for Rian Moore. Moore would eventually get it, but he would eventually be fouled.
Yeah, smart play by Rion Moore, not allowing the CUNUPIA FC defense to rest.
And Royal Felix giving up a free kick.
Referee Williams just having a word with players. Moore just nicking the ball. Felix with a handful of Defence Force jersey. Probably have to wait till after the game to get the rest of the shirt.
It's not time to exchange shirts yet. Not totally cleared out yet. Daniel and King battling. Cooper would eventually go back to Curtis Gonzalez. This is King for Defence Force. Lee. This is Shaquille Bertrand getting the cross across, but Central FC would now clear out. 77 minutes gone, 78 minutes now gone. It's Defence Force leading CUNUPIA 4-0. 3 of those goals were in the first half.
I think the fourth would have knocked the win out of their opponents. CUNUPIA not looking themselves. Normally a very tactically shrewd team, a very busy team. And Defence Force looking to kill off this game, bringing on two very dangerous players in Hashim Arcia and Joan Baltazar.
You would think that they would be leading with 12 minutes to go. They would make some defensive substitutes, but not Defence Force.
Baltazar, of course, is a crowd favorite around these parts. Whistles going up.
So the double change, Sadu and Cooper coming off. Both Cooper and Sadu would have enjoyed their games this evening.
There's also a sub for CUNUPIA.
Lindell Sween is coming on.
He's on for Dominic Douglas. Apologies, that's Trevin Caesar making his exit. Referee, fourth official just correcting himself on the board.
Ball aiming for Quintero. Felix would finally clear out, just giving back the ball to Defence Force by means of a throw. Felix. Garcia, King going back to his captain and last stopper, Curtis Gonzalez. Belshazzar, the former captain of this team. Oh, miscommunication between Belshazzar and Rion Moore.
"81 minutes played here. Baltazar will be key to game management. There you see him, the number 99 in your picture. Don't be fooled by his simple appearance. There's magic in those boots.
Nice touch again from Daniel. When he is involved in the play looks pretty. This is Woodley losing out, trying to battle with King. But eventually, Lee would control for Defence Force. 82 minutes gone. It's Defense Force 4, CUNUPIA FC 0. CUNUPIA not looking like getting a goal anytime soon in this game. However, as we have seen before, goals can be scored against a run of play. But CUNUPIA not having a good night tonight.
Yeah, not their best performance by any stretch of the imagination. They would have a lot of talking to do, a lot of tape to watch to recover from this setback to their title aspirations. This is a good ball from Moore, aiming at Quintero. It's cleaned up by the CUNUPIA defense. So CUNUPIA through on the far side.
Maloney, Woodley, Daniel. Just giving it straight to Defense Force, but come back to Felix. Goes past one, couldn't go past the second. He has the support, uses and a good exchange, but into the path of Garcia, but he will get it back. And this is something, a dive. You could see the dive.
Yeah, very theatrical. I'll give him a 8.
Daniel.
Didn't stick the landing.
And this is Julian. Julian looking to pass to Woodley, but Woodley missed it. This is Hashim Asia. Rian Moore trying to get past Felix into Quintero. This is, oh my goodness. Asia didn't decide to go to goal, but he wanted to play it back in.
Looking for Baltazar. Shows you how relaxed the Defense Force team is. A couple small goal touches in that sequence.
King tries a shot, but no problem for Kevin Graham.
Tough night for Graham.
Especially with that first goal, with the corner that he didn't catch. It went through his hands and fell nicely. It fell perfectly.
Unfortunately, I think
for
that
Sam
would have set the tone for this match. More not the kind of player you want to give those opportunities to. He's been in very hungry form in this tournament so far, coming off a hat-trick last week, getting 2 more in this match.
He is now second on the goal scoring list, still away, some way behind Woodley. As they're trying to play the ball back across into the part of Quintero again, but this time doing some defending is the number 9 for CUNUPIA, Daniel, Josiah Daniel. Defense Force leading 4-0 with 5 more minutes, or 4 minutes, again in regulation time, added to whatever stoppage time there will be. The header not directed where he would have wanted to, but another free header for Defense Force.
Yeah, more wondering how he didn't get his second hat-trick of this tournament. Consoling himself.
This is Shaquille Bertram blowing pass. But good defending in the end from Julian. Not taking that just so from Bertrand.
This corner is taken short. Otero just blocked.
So much for CUNUPIA to go back and discuss. They have to go back to the drawing board. The biggest loss this tournament so far. The other loss was a 2-1 loss to Police, but not as big as this one, Jovan.
Yeah, on both occasions, CUNUPIA looking a bit lost without the ball, having to chase the match. Both Police and Defence Force keeping the ball, retaining the ball very well, playing around them in these small triangles, keeping them at bay for most of the game.
Oh my
Keepers.
Good save, but was he outside the box?
Did look like it, but Rian Moore should have had his hat trick a long time ago.
And it's looked like a red card for Kevin Graham for making that save, which would have been a good save, but it was outside the box.
Yeah, it sums up Kevin Graham's night. Hasn't been his night at the office. Can't have too much argument. This is his second major mistake of the match. Here we see again, ball lost. Moore shot would have gone wide. But Graham well outside of his box.
Would have been a very good, a top draw save. Now, how many substitutes CUNUPIA would have made?
I might have lost count, but they may not.
Because what they can do is to sacrifice one of the outfield players to bring on the other goalkeeper. But if they already would have made their changes, then
But wait, there's a development.
Kevon Woodley is going to put on the goalkeeper shirt.
The league's top scorer enters the CUNUPIA goal as we enter the end of regulation time here.
I feel so sorry for the goalkeeper, because even before that there was a mix-up between the goalkeeper and the defender, which allowed that play to come in. And now Woodley, first time we are going to see Woodley the goalkeeper.
Yeah, setting his wall like a real pro. Just getting his gloves sorted. Hoping to keep a clean sheet in this match, Kevon Woodley. Would be his first clean sheet of the season. The CUNUPIA captain. Truly a utility player. We've seen him in the deep-lying midfield role today. We've seen him play as a false nine. Now he's between the sticks.
King would fancy himself with this free kick. He's also asked here, but I think it will be King. Now it looks like, and it's a goal from us. That's King, and really can't blame Woodley for that.
Yeah, and just really tough luck for Kevon Woodley.
Because they got a deflection.
And he concedes his first goal of the season as a goalkeeper. Referee puts CUNUPIA out of their misery. The score is 5-0. Defence Force comprehensively beating one of the other top teams in the league. Staying hot on the heels of the league leaders Terminix, the Hockerton Rangers. Moore and Woodley exchanging pleasantries at the end of this match. It's been tough for the guys in red. Moore has had another stellar evening on this Arima Velodrome pitch.
And this is not a good sight for Moruga, because Moruga have Defence Force next week and coming off scoring 9 goals from 2 matches, 4 against Central last week, 5 against CUNUPIA today. I think Moruga should be really worried against Defence Force next week.
Sure they should be, but let's look at the highlights from this evening. As we see the referees leaving the pitch, that's Quincy Williams. Here are the highlights. This is Sadhu's corner, fumbled by Graham, poked home by Moore. Sadhu again involved. Cooper squaring for Boatswain. That was 2-0. 3 was soon behind. Brent Sam from the left side corner. Rion Moore with a lovely touch there, just stopped by the defender. Graham holding on to a ball, what was a rare occasion this evening for him. It's very tough to be a goalkeeper. This free kick by Woodley was well over. Bertrand found some space, and then found Moore for his second of the match. Well celebrated there. It's a good move here. Looking for a penalty was the CUNUPIA player, not getting it. This corner was wide by Moore. His header was wide by Moore off the corner. Then another unfortunate moment for Graham, saving this ball outside of the box, earning himself a red card. And King putting the coup de grace on this match, scoring past Kevin Woodley. That's 5-0 for the Defence Force. Great performance by Defence Force. CUNUPIA FC will have to rue what could have been this evening. What are your final thoughts on this match, Ian?
Well, it was very good for Defence Force, a very strong performance. They go up now second on the table, 14 points, just 2 points behind the Rangers. And of course, with the Moruga next week, they have they will be looking for the 4th straight win. And of course, CUNUPIA will have Deportivo PF next week. A bit of a dent in their confidence heading into that game next week.
Right, and that's it for us this evening at the Arima Velodrome. The Ascension League continues tomorrow at the St. James Barracks.
It's Police versus AC Port of Spain tomorrow. And hopefully you can join us tomorrow again.
Until then, it's good night from us.